Now, since I've done the first impressions video of the Samsung Galaxy A80 way back in the month of April during the global launch, and since I just got the phone, I've asked you guys on Instagram instead on exactly what you guys would like to know about the phone, so here's your answer. Hey, what's up guys, Adam Lobo here and you're watching Adam Lobo TV. If you guys are new, hello and welcome. Do consider subscribing to this channel as I release videos at least twice a week. And if you're returning as a subscriber, welcome back my friends. It's always nice to see you back here. Let's first unbox the phone. Now the Samsung Galaxy A80 comes in a white box with the visuals of the phone in the middle and A80 in front. Then looking at the back, there are some of the specs of the phone over there. Now similar like other newer Samsung phones, you'll find another box at the back of the cover where you'll find the SIM ejector tool and also the user guide. And you'll immediately see the phone inside. Now underneath the phone, there's two little white boxes where on top, there's the USB-C earphones, which was a really nice touch from Samsung since the phone does not have a headphones jack. So that's your answer, Amza official. And then similar like the A70, it comes with a USB-C to USB-C cable and a 25 watt USB-C charging brick, which ensures the fast charging speed since this device supports it. Now going over to the phone specs, the Samsung Galaxy A80 comes with the octa-core 2.2 GHz chipset with the Adreno 618 GPU. It comes with a single variant of a huge 8 GB of RAM with 128 GB of storage, and it comes shipped with Android 9 Pie with Samsung's One UI skin. And yes, there is NFC on the device, so that's your answer, Mr. Han Foodie. Now there are a total of 3 colors for you guys to choose from, where the one which I have is the really nice classy looking Phantom Black, and then there's also Ghost White, #WhiteLove, and also Angel Gold. Now as for the phone's design and build, when I held the phone for the very first time, I did feel that the phone had a heavier weight to it, and that could be due to the mechanical parts inside of the phone. And then the phone had a really nice flat design in front, similar to what you see on the A70, and at the back is curved and is made of Corning Gorilla Glass 6, which is nice to know. Now even though it is made of glass, and since the phone had a really nice weight to it, it wasn't slippery at all. Then the cameras at the back is arranged on a horizontal position with a medium-sized camera bump right at the middle of the phone. And the phone comes with the optical in-display fingerprint sensor, where although it is optical, it did unlock pretty fast, but sometimes it could be a hit or miss depending if your fingers are wet or even greasy. Now looking at the ports and buttons, looking down below, there is the USB-C port with a single mono firing speaker, and then there's also a dual SIM card slot on the left hand side with no micro SD card slot expansion, where I mentioned before that I can see that it will be extinct in every smartphones really soon. And then there's also the power button on the right, then the volume rockers are placed on the left. Now as for the phone screen, it has a really nice 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display, and it brings a huge smile to my face since it is still the best display on any smartphone in my personal opinion, and I'm sure you guys would agree with that as well. And what's super awesome is the fact that this is another phone which has absolutely no notch at all, and the phone comes with a screen resolution of 1080 by 2440 pixels, where watching videos on YouTube was nice with the almost bezel-less video viewing experience, and watching Netflix was also great as well. So that covers your question, Success Barry 18. Now as for the phone's camera specs, there are 3 cameras. One is a huge 48 megapixel with 26mm wide f2.0 aperture lens, and 8 megapixel 12mm ultra wide 123 degrees f2.2 aperture lens, and a TOF 3D camera of an aperture value of f1.2 30mm lens. And as predicted, the huge sensor in the camera did play a huge role in giving the camera some really nice pictures during the day. And again, the current image processing for Samsung devices has vastly improved, where it's not too saturated as before, which gives you more dynamic range to work with when you're editing the photos after you've taken a photo. And of course, thanks to the TOF camera, the live focus shots was really good with really nice edge detection, and it was perfect in every shot. Now, as for the phone's ultra-wide lens, it also had a really good quality with no distortion on the sides, unlike some other phones which had the ultra-wide angle lenses. And then looking at the night shots or the night mode, since the addition of the dedicated night mode on Samsung devices, the night shots was also improved with just the right exposure, saturation, especially with the right amount of brightness under the bright areas and also the shadows as well. And there's your answer, Ahmad Faizullah. Alright, usually I would now talk about the front camera, but guess what? All the three cameras at the back rotates in front. So yes, this was a very unique feature of the Samsung Galaxy A80 since it was introduced. Now, there were a lot of people questioning on the durability of the rotation mechanism of the camera. Well, firstly, there's no official word from Samsung on how many rotations that the phone can last, but what I know is that there is the safety feature if the phone senses a drop, where it does close the camera just to make sure there's no full damage on the camera. But then again, if you are the kind of person who always drops your phone while taking selfies, you should be extra careful when using the phone. And now to the selfie picture qualities. Like the rear camera, it was really good as well. And yes, this also means that you can take regular, wide and ultra-wide selfie shots, which no other phones can do right now. And then the portrait selfie was also great since the TOF camera is used for the front as well. So there's your overall picture quality for the cameras, Faris Nizam and Edison Ben. And yes, Amar Anwar on the wide selfie. Now as for video, both the front and also at the back records up to UHD 4K up to 30 frames per second, where the quality of the image was really great on both sides. But to my surprise, the image stabilization for the 4K footage was not stabilized, but it was perfectly stabilized at 1080p, and there's no autofocus for the 4K video mode, so you'll need to touch to focus to really focus on your subject or even yourself. So that's your answer, Ikhlas Zainuddin. Now also something worth mentioning is the fact that you can't use the ultra wide angle lens for video mode on 4K, but it is available for 1080p with a super steady mode, so keep that in mind. But the live focus video feature looked really nice. It's as though that you have a high-end DSLR camera when taking this great shallow depth of field type of shots. And there's your answer, Alif Akmal 98. Now as for the phone sound quality, listening to the USB-C earphones which comes inside of the box sounded great, and you can even toggle the Dolby surround mode through the earphones as well. And in terms of speakers, there is a single speaker grill down below, and the other speaker is built in inside of the screen right in the middle, since the phone has no gap on top for its speaker. And here's a quick sound test. Now as for the phone software, it is shipped with Android 9 Pie with Samsung's really nice One UI skin, which is one of the most stable skins since it was out, and the stock icon packs and also the navigation is still one of my top 3 Android skins. And you can also feel the difference of snappiness of the 8 gigs of RAM on the phone. Now as for the phone's battery, it comes with 3700 mAh of battery, and with a heavy usage and the screen brightness to automatic, I got 5 hours and 6 minutes of screen on time at 10% battery, which was quite good for a battery below 4000 mAh. And what's great is that the phone does come with a 25-watt fast charger, which got me from 0 to 50% at close to 28 minutes, which was great. So there's your answer, Pan Frank XX. Now as per usual, my gaming test is usually on Asphalt 9 and also PUBG, where the overall gaming was great and smooth without any issues, and the device did run cool throughout the whole entire gameplay. And yes, you can play Fortnite on the device, so there's your answer, Praveen Dragonite on Fortnite. That rhyme, Dragonite, Fortnite. And there's your answer, Navasitar and Zarol H1012 on the gaming graphics and Intro Band on the gaming experience. Now in conclusion, the Samsung Galaxy A80 is a very solid phone which I feel Samsung has created this particular phone for people who absolutely love taking selfie photos a lot. And it's also for someone who loves to enjoy watching videos on your phone with the really nice notchless Super AMOLED display, which is still Samsung's best. So it totally depends on what your needs are in a phone, and that's the reason why the A70 was also introduced during their launch to give you these two options for you guys to choose from. Now in terms of the availability here in Malaysia, it is available right now at the Samsung Experience stores with a price of 2,499 ringgit. And Samsung is running an exclusive promotion where the first 1,000 customers to purchase the Galaxy A80 will receive a complimentary BlackPink Special Edition package that includes the Galaxy A80 case, a stand and also a photo card together with the Galaxy Fit, all together worth 818 ringgit. And for more information on that, I will leave links down below. So there's your answer again, Sir Barry, on the pricing. And also there's your answer on the availability here in Malaysia. Why lah? Alright guys, hope you guys found this video helpful, and thank you so much for all the questions that you've asked me on Instagram. But if you guys have any other questions to ask, do let me know at the comment section below. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. Don't forget to hit the bell icon just next to it to get notified for my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adam Lobo, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.